Hello and welcome back to Pink Flowers Games. So sorry it took a while for this video to come out. I realized I hadn't actually recorded anything, so I had to record things, so it took longer than I originally wanted it to. But yeah, it's just another Let's Play. This one's a bit more chill than the last ones. It's a lot of building, here's some farming. It's pretty chill. I think it's gonna be pretty fun to watch or just have playing in the background. So I really do hope you enjoy what I have for you today, because I think it's rather fun. Right off the bat here, I am farming, collecting those crops so that I can, feed my animals, which I don't think I show any of that in this video. I think I do show myself farming twice though. This was more of me trying to fill up the space so that I wasn't giving you guys nothing but building, because it's very heavy on the building part and the building aspect. It was very heavy building playthrough time, because I'm starting to work on my village area, which is exciting, but I won't get too into that quite yet. You'll see soon enough when I get done for this one. It was really hard to find when I was going to record, and even when I was going to do this voiceover, especially now being back at school and really trying to figure things out. It's been a lot harder than I thought. Each week it varies so much how much free time I have, so that's kind of a pain in the butt, but it's okay. We're figuring it out. We're getting there, and I think it's working out pretty good. For now, I'm not really planning on posting any more Sims videos for the time being, so I can focus on this. But if you miss them too much, let me know and I can bring them back, because I do enjoy making those ones too. This one more people seem interested in, so I don't want to disappoint the people that are interested in this, but I also don't want to disappoint the people interested in the Sims videos. So if you really do want me to keep those going, I'll also spend time figuring out when I can do those, so that we can have multiple things, and maybe even figuring out other games that I could put in. Maybe. We'll see what I come up with. I am planning to try and do a voiceover for a majority of this video. Last time there wasn't really a voiceover for the whole thing the whole time, but I kind of want the whole thing to just have a voiceover for me to just be spewing random words at you guys. I don't know. I missed not having the voiceover as much in the last one, and it's really fun for me to do. It's just there's always so much background noise going on for me that it makes it a lot harder to record 20 to 30 minutes of just me talking, because there's lots of breaks I have to take and stopping, because I can't really soundproof the room that I'm in. It's not really possible. So, and I have to talk very quietly and very close to my mic. So there's lots of smaller issues going on. And that's villager right there. That's the start to my villaging area. I was gonna say farm. It is not a villager farm. It's straight to my little town. This is all the supplies for the first part, which is mainly just the fence. I start with the fence so that I know where I have to build, so I get an idea of the area I'm building in. But if you hadn't already caught on, a majority of this video is going to be me building the village area. I build one building. I build the fence and the one building, but I wanted to build the fence first so I would have an idea of the space I would be working with. And yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be fine. We'll find out. But yeah, I just kind of put the villagers in a hole for right now, and they're a problem for me later, and not right now, basically. But yeah, this is after I terraformed the whole thing. There was like at least an hour of just me terraforming, which was kind of crazy. It definitely took a lot of time, but it's really nice. I have a lot of space to work with now. Yay! And also, I'm really happy with how this fence turned out. It's so cute. I practiced it in my creative build, and so I'm actually just really happy with how it turned out, because I'm not very good with like custom fences, so I really wanted to challenge myself and do that for this. And I think it turned out really well. I'm really happy with it overall. I think it's really cute and fits in with my whole pink theme we've got going on. I think they're just gonna keep this lots of pink for now, building out of the cherry wood. Maybe if we have like other areas, I might expand out of that. But for now, I'm thinking we stick with the pink theme. Very fitting, I think. I think we're gonna stick with that for now. It works for sure. Building in a creative world, though, is something I recommend. Like, if you're not really sure on what you want to build in your survival world, testing it on creative beforehand is a really good idea. I do that all the time so that I have a good idea. Then it gives you something also to look back on, like a reference point kind of for what you want to do. So I always usually build my builds in creative mode first, so then I have a clear idea of what I want to build in my survival world. So that's really nice. It's definitely something I recommend doing, and something that I often do. It's also a good way to test if something's going to work the way you want it to, because for this fence I really wanted to make it so that pillagers couldn't get in. So I went through and spent some time figuring out how I could build it in a way that pillagers wouldn't really be able to get in super easily from like the outside. And yeah, I don't like raids. I don't want to have to deal with them. The only time I deal with a raid if it's like through a raid farm, because then I don't have to fight them. which is nice. I'm not good with combat, if you haven't noticed by now. I did manage to find a trial chamber though. I lost the footage of me finding it, which is really disappointing, because I even did a live voiceover when I found it, and I lost the footage, so I'm really upset about that. But it's fine. There's a trial chamber in my mind right under my house, and so there will be a chance, probably not anytime soon, but at some point I will go through the trial chamber. I also built another portal, so soon we will probably be going to the Nether to gather supplies. And I also made an enchantment table, which that's just another extra thing that I did that's not really like relevant to anything. And I guess, I don't know. I mean, it is relevant, but I don't show it. I thought about it, but then it just kind of like, it was built and it was just kind of there. And so I just decided to cut it out, and I would just mention it instead. And I think that does the trick. Now you see me placing these stairs now, and then in like 10 minutes you'll see me removing them, because when I looked back at my creative build, I realized that maybe maybe I had done it wrong and they were actually supposed to go upside down. So I go back and fix that later, but just know if that shocks you why the stairs are being taken away later, that's why, because I made a little oopsie. And so we had to fix the little oopsie, but it's okay because mistakes happen. And it would have looked fine this way, but I liked how it looked the other way better. So yeah, you're wondering why that happens in the future. Oh my goodness, this is kinda, it's cute. I like it. I'm happy with it. And you know, sometimes a little mistake happens, but you can work with it, and sometimes they turn out better when you make a mistake. So I am all for mistakes. Mistakes are how you learn. I am an advocate for making mistakes and messing up. Maybe that's just because I mess up a lot with things, but it's okay. It's okay. I will say there's also a lot of supply gathering that I did. So I go out and gather clay, moss, and just like other things like stone, wood. There's a lot of that. I have all this wood. There was trees here before, and before this video I chopped every single one of them down so that I could work in this area, and I still was like starting to run out of wood. I was low-key going insane. I also gather pink dye. I just gather a bunch of the cherry blossom flowers for that. So that's all the stuff I cut out. If you want me to include that kind of stuff, let me know. I figured it was just kind of boring and people didn't want to watch that. But I mean, if you want to watch that, I am more than happy to include it. It's just the same thing over and over again, and it's low-key kind of boring to watch, in my opinion. So yeah, I just didn't include it, and it definitely took up like a good 2 hours of all my footage, all the gathering of supplies. Building takes up a lot of supplies, believe it or not. So there's a lot of gathering the materials you have to use, realizing you didn't gather enough, then having to go back and gather more. That happened with me with the stone, and I am so sick and tired of having to go mining that I think if I have to do it again, I might go insane. This is like the only time I have to record these voiceovers, and I'm pretty sure the people in the room below me right now are celebrating a birthday party because I keep having to stop so I can re-record what I've just said because they keep shouting. And like, good for them. I hope they're having a great time. But I'm like, it's kind of funny to me because they're celebrating a little birthday and then I'm up here in my dorm alone celebrating this little voiceover that I'm doing in my lovely channel and the like 20 subscribers that I have, half of which are people I have forced to subscribe to me and support me, which is wonderful. I feel like if you don't do that, like at least make like at least one of your friends subscribe to you, then are you even doing it right? To be honest though, I was not originally planning to tell anybody I knew about this, so I actually don't know what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. It is kind of crazy how I do just kind of jump around from topic to topic though with each voiceover that I'm recording. It's kind of like how my brain just functions normally anyways when I jump from topic to topic when I'm having a conversation with people. So that's fun, I guess. I could talk more about what's actually happening in the videos. Like, here's me placing moss down to decorate the fence. Yeah, wasn't that great? Yeah, I know. I'm so good at this. This is honestly like, I don't get that many views, and I really could care less, because these are just really fun to make, and the peoples that do enjoy it, and it's just really fun to make stupid little videos where I post my little Minecraft world, and all the pink that happens. I love it. It's so cute. It's also the only way I actually like play Minecraft. Even though I love Minecraft, I just forget my world exists if I don't record it, or like I'll move on to a different world. So my real main goal with this series is more of for me to get farther in the world. Is this like a forever world? Oh my goodness. It's like my little forever world. Except it's not going to go on forever because I do plan to stop it at some point when I get bored of it. So, not a forever world, kind of a forever world. Just a let's play. And nothing is wrong with that. I love let's plays so much. I actually wish that let's plays were more popular now, like when they were when I was little and growing up and when I used to watch them, because I would watch them all the time. I still want to watch them all the time. Let's bring back let's plays. I'm here for it. That's why I'm kind of doing this. Here for bringing back let's plays. It's a great idea. People love them. They're great. I love just letting it play in the background. And I love long form videos. I love letting like 3-hour videos play in the background while I'm playing Minecraft. That's the real reason I don't record voiceovers while I'm playing, because I'm probably watching somebody else play Minecraft while I'm playing Minecraft, because I cannot play in silence. I normally need to be watching a YouTube video, and so I'll plop on like a 3-hour uncut like Minecraft live stream. Just let that play in the background. Honestly, if you don't watch those, I think you should. They're really fun, and it's kind of nice to see everything go so like slowly and actually like in real time with the game. Unlike, you know, how I speed things up in mine. It's nice to just see everything happen at the time it actually would, and then you get to appreciate more of the amount of effort and time that someone spent on the video in their world. Now, this is when I realized that I made the terracotta the wrong color, well, not the wrong color, just like a different color than I was originally planning. I was originally planning to use the magenta because I thought it just went a lot nicer. It wasn't as harsh. It was a lot softer looking with the build, but I forgot that I did that, and so I made it all pink. So I use it anyways. Maybe in the future I might change it, but it still looks good. It doesn't make it look any worse. Like, it still looks good. I just was a little upset when I realized that it was the wrong color. I was like, oh, well, what can you do? It still works. It still gets the job done. So this is also like one of the first times I've actually, in survival, built with terracotta. I usually just use wood and stone. So this is me branching out of what I'm used to doing. And here, this is what I'm talking about, where I go and get rid of all the stairs because I realized I put them on wrong. Made me so sad. But it's fine. We're changing it now. And I put these berry bushes are like the main line of defense from the pillagers attacking my villagers. And I'm not gonna like trap the villagers either, like how some people like trap them for their trades. I'm gonna let them just like wander around like a normal village, but just in this area because I'm gonna put a little gate and stuff because I don't want to lose them. But yeah, I'm also thinking that for the next video, I'm not going to build for the village as of right now. That's what I'm thinking. I think I'm going to go move my farm and build a little farm area. That's what I'm thinking of doing. Will I change my mind? We will see. I also need to figure out how I'm going to do the farm for the village, because I need a farmer villager. But I'm not necessarily sure how I want to do that, because low-key I want a bigger farm, but you can't really fit a bigger farm in this village because it's kind of small. But I also didn't really want it outside of the village, so I might have to figure out a way I want to incorporate that, because I'm not entirely sure how I want to do that. But I mean, I'm sure I'll figure out how I want to incorporate that, and it'll all work out fine in the end. This, as you can see now, is how I originally intended for it to look, and I just like how this looks a lot better than the other way that I had it being done. But I think being able to change it was nice, and I like it more now. So that's all that really matters, is that I like it, because I'm the only one that has to play in this world and look at it all the time. And if I end up not liking it in the future, I can always just go back and change it too. So nothing's stopping me from doing that. But yeah, I like it. I'm really happy. I think it'll add a lot to the village, and I'm really excited for when I do actually finish the entire thing. This is probably one of the biggest, like, project builds, ideas, whatever you want to call it, that I've had, and I really want to finish it. It's kind of ambitious for me, but I think that's good. It'll kind of push me outside of my comfort zone, and so I'm excited, I'm ready, and I can't wait for it to be done, and just being able to see the final product and be like, wow, I can't believe I did that. So I'm excited. I really can't wait to see how the whole thing turns out once I'm done. I also thought of doing this because I keep running out of iron, and this is kind of an easy way to then end up getting an iron farm. I will maybe be building an iron farm. I kind of want to, because I've never built one before, so I want to try and build one and do more like redstone-y kind of things and farms, see what I can do. If you saw my one redstone video where I made music in Minecraft with the music note blocks, I haven't done that since I made that video, but that was really fun. I love music. I really do. Music is a big part of me, and so a big part of me as a person. And so I want to experiment with that more. It was really fun, and I think I can do some pretty cool stuff with that. So you might see more of that in the future, because it's really fun and it's really exciting to just see how all of that works, especially in the context of a game, and not like, say, using an instrument or singing, which is the typical way we see music done and portrayed. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to include any mining, but this one's pretty important, because this one's going to add a lot to what we're going to be able to do in the builds, in the world. And you'll see in just a second. I was so happy when I found this. Yes, I was so happy. I found the geode. I had been wanting to find one for so long. I was kind of surprised we hadn't found one yet. I was really happy when I found this. I'm so excited. I can't wait to figure out what to do with this, because, believe it or not, I love the color purple. Pink and purple, they go so well together. I love them both. So I'm really excited, because now we can use that. So it's really exciting, and I'm really happy that we found a geode. I don't really know I've never actually built anything at Amethyst, and I don't really know what you can do with it other than a spyglass. But nonetheless, I'm excited, and I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with it. So that's exciting. I am planning to do all the builds in the same similar kind of style to how I'm doing this one. This one's a stonemason. The next build I'm thinking about doing is like weaponsmith, armorer, that kind of deal. I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do next. I might not, but I have a build idea already for that one, so I'm thinking of doing that next. I also do not do the interior in this video. This is just the exterior. I'm thinking I'm not gonna do the interior of any of the builds until I have them all done, and then I'll work on the interiors. So for now, for like where the villagers will sleep, because I have like 3, I think, I'm just gonna like put beds probably in this building, and then like when I decorate and stuff, then I can move the beds around to the actual like buildings, so they're not all just in one build. But I didn't want to decorate quite yet because I still don't have that many resources where I can just kind of pick that many. Like, I don't have a surplus of resources, so I want to do that when I have more resources and when I have more of a solid idea of what I want the village to be like and look like, and all the buildings I have. So yeah, no interiors yet, so hopefully that's not too disappointing, but they will be done at some point. Just not yet, but at some point they will be done. Now for the rest of this video, it is pretty much just me finishing this build, working on this build, and so I think I'm going to call it there for the voiceovers. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I made somewhat of coherent sense with the voiceovers, even though I was kind of jumping from topic to topic. Maybe I'll try to do a better way of doing that in the future. I don't script out my videos, I just kind of press record and start saying random words, so that probably doesn't help, but I like the authenticity of me just kind of saying what I'm thinking when I'm watching the videos back, or even just when I'm thinking. And I think that just adds a lot more to the videos, but maybe I might try scripting out some of the videos and seeing if that helps things make a bit more sense. But for this video, that is all. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and I will see you next time for the next video. Bye!